Hi guys, what's up? I'm so excited today because I'm about to bring you guys another recipe, Kontommire stew. You guys are going to love this recipe because it's so simple and straightforward. Let's get into it. So for my stew base, I'm going to blend 2 onions. You can add some ginger and some garlic. It's quite optional, but you can add if you want. And then I'll set this aside. Then for my tomato mix, I'm going to blend 4 tomatoes with some pepper, some carrots, some bell peppers. I'm using red and green bell pepper, and I'm going to blend that as well and set it aside. Now we're going to work on our kontommire. You're supposed to wash your kontommire very well. I couldn't take a video of that, but then you're supposed to wash your kontommire very well with salt, and then when it's done, you cut it into sizable shapes and then just cook your kontommire with hot water. You can decide to cook it with normal water, but I decided to boil water so that it will cook faster because I wanted my stew to cook very fast. So I boiled some water and then I put it on my kontommire, allowed it to cook. So let's start our stew. I added in some palm oil. You can add some momone here, but I decided not to add it because personally I don't really like it. But yes, it makes your stew very nice. Then you add in your onions. I'm cooking my meat alongside, as you can see, and I cooked my onions for about 10 minutes because I wanted it to cook very well before I added my tomato mix. Then I added my tomato mix and allowed it to cook. You see how simple this is? Like, we are just blending everything and putting it inside our stew. No time to waste. You get it? So for flavor, I added in some stock. It's very optional. Like, if you're not cooking with any meats, you can just do without it. But trust me, adding your stock to your stew makes it extremely nice. So to my agushi, I added in 2 eggs, some water, and then some hot pepper. You can decide to grind the pepper. It's just green pepper, or you can decide to blend it. Then you just add it to it. So we're going to mix it so it becomes like a paste form. Then we add it to our stew. Some people make it watery, but personally I prefer this way because when we do it this way, the agushi is compressed in the stew well. You can see in your stew and it's nicer that way. Now when our stew cooks, you can now add in your agushi and then cover it and let it cook for about 5 to 6 minutes, and your agushi is also ready. So when you're making your kontommire stew, make sure you wash your kontommire very well. Let it cook very well before you add it to your stew. So now that my agushi is ready, I'm mixing it together and I'm adding my seasoning. I always use my chicken seasoning for my kontommire stew. You can use some Maggie cube. Like I said, I barely cook with salt, so no salt goes into my stew. The next thing I added was my protein. It's quite optional to add your protein to your kontommire, but trust me, how can you do kontommire stew without some protein? There should be some wele, some salmon, and all of that inside. Now I've added my kontommire to my stew. Just combine everything together, and your kontommire is ready. Trust me, it was so good. Like, everything was on point. And I need you guys to try this recipe and give me a review. I'll be so excited if you do. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my videos, share my videos, and I love you guys so much.